Okay guys, hi! Jumping right on into this colorful skull Halloween tutorial. I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics 88 matte palette for the entire eye look. All the shadows. So I'm going to pick a pink from in there and just pop that on as my transition shade. And then immediately go in with a purple, and I'm going to put that directly into the crease just a little bit below the pink, so the pink just kind of peeks out at the top. I really like this palette for this look because it is very inexpensive and it literally has like every color you could imagine, and I just wanted the eyes to be so bold and so colorful, and I think I did that, so yeah. Next, I'm going to go in with this green eyeshadow, and this is the one that gave me the most trouble, I won't lie to you. Because the palette is so affordable, the shadows, not every color is going to be the best, and because the green was so light. So just take your time if you want to use this one, build it up a bit, that's what I did. But I really wanted the green to be in there because I really thought it did something. And then I go in with a blue on a tiny little precision brush, and I am going to put that in the crease and then just in the outer V. And I'm going to really define that and make it like a sharp edge using the blue eyeshadow. And then of course, pack on more green, add color as you need to until you get the desired intensities that you want. And it will all be personal preference here. And don't be scared to get with color, guys. I was nervous at first, but you know, hey, as long as you blend it out, it's gonna look good. Next, I'm going in with my Urban Decay Primer Potion, just straight off the stick, and I'm gonna cut where I want the glitter that you see. And so I'm gonna put that down, and then I'm going to set that. And then now I'm going to use the Lit Cosmetics Clearly Liquid Glitter Base, and I'm going to put that right over top so the glitter will stick to it. And I am using the Lit Cosmetics Mexican Lucky glitter. I think that's supposed to be the shade. It's this really pretty orangey gold looking color. I thought it was super pretty and really tied the look together. And now I'm going to white out my brows using the NYX Cosmetics like Jumbo Milk Pencil, just because my eyebrows are really dark, so it's hard to make anything work for me. And then I'm going to go over it with the NYX Cosmetics Colored Mascara in the shade Purple. And then I'm going to take the same purple eyeshadow I was using on the eye, and I'm just going to kind of fill in where the colored mascara really didn't do everything. And then it kind of fades and then sets the mascara, so it kind of gives you like a two-tone brow because there are two different colors of purple. Next, I'm going in with the BH Cosmetics Blacklight Highlighting Palette and just using that yellow shade to put under the brow. And then I'm going back in with the blues and the greens. It's an odd mixture under my eye right here. And I'm just kind of blending those together and then taking the purple and blending those out. And then I decided it needs to connect the pink too, so I put pink on there as well. Next, I'm using Jeffree Star Cosmetics Watermelon Soda Liquid Lipstick as my eyeliner today. Yes, his liquid lipsticks are eye safe, and I wanted this pink liner because it's like the pinkest lipstick I own, and I thought it was so fantastic to use as my liner. And I did set it immediately with a little bit of pink shadow just so it wouldn't crack or anything, just because I had so much on the lid. Next, I'm going in with the Urban Decay and Basquiat eyeliner in Post Punk. It is a awesome electric lime green, and I'm popping that on my waterline. And next, I'm going to start kind of mapping out my mouth, my jawline, I guess, with my NYX brow pencil. I'm not super artistic, you guys, when it comes to drawing. So I literally just looked up a picture of a skull and started kind of doing it myself. And I liked mapping it out before I did anything, just so I knew what I was looking at and where I was going. Because this is very much my first time doing anything like this with this much detail on the face. So yeah, if I can do it, you can do it. Give it your best shot. And then I decided that, hey, before you get crazy with all the mouth stuff, you probably should put your nose on. So I outlined that with the pencil as well. And I'm filling it in with my Makeup Forever Flash Palette. Again, just like in all my other tutorials, you can definitely use eyeliner or something here, but I have it, so I'm going to use it. And I'm just going to fill that in. And draw your nose how you want. I gave myself like 2 little pointy tips that are uneven and whatever. You do you. And then always remember, if you use the flash palette, set that down with a black eyeshadow or whatever color you were using so it doesn't move. And then here I'm just kind of contouring my nose, literally using the pink eyeshadow that I used in the beginning. And I was just going to contour my nose, and I wasn't going to like do anything too crazy. I was just kind of, you can see I'm putting it like up under my brow because I was like, oh, I'm just going to kind of leave some structure. She'll be like nice and pretty and smiley. And then I had done a skull look last year, and I was like, nope, she's getting frown lines. It doesn't look the same. I wanted her to be kind of grumpy. So yeah, I just brought the pink up onto my forehead. Really no rhyme or reason. And then here what I'm doing is I'm taking up the only shadow I didn't use from the BH Cosmetics palette. This is the Colourpop and iluvsarahii Chic Happens. It's like a purpley gray. I use this to kind of contour some of the other areas because it's got like a gray undertone to it. So I use that to mix in with the pink, and as well as to contour around the edges of the black just because it wasn't as bold. And I thought it kind of went with the look a little bit better. So that is what I'm doing here. I'm just blending out my nose with pinks and purples. And then I start taking my flash palette and literally just like a tiny little lip brush. It's like from Clinique or something. Nothing important. And I'm just like slapping the teeth on. Like I take it from the inner part of my lip and I drag it up. And then as I get closer to the top, I just kind of like flick it up, if you will. So it's like less harsh at the top, if that makes any sense, if I'm describing that in the best way possible. I'm not going to make this look too neat. I want it to kind of be undone and a little bit messy, and because I'm not very artistic and I can't draw teeth very well, yeah, that's where I was going with this. As you can see, it almost looks like I'm just like plopping on dots, but it worked for me. Then I patted them out with my finger, which is why that you see that they're not very defined right here. And then I started kind of drawing with my Makeup Forever Flash palette and a little like pointed liner brush. I just started drawing lines to accentuate actual teeth here now. And a lot of people tell you think of like a Hershey Kiss or like a raindrop. Again, I'm not artistic, so they all don't look the same. They all don't look uniform. But again, I was okay with it. And then I start filling in all the blank space. So where the jaw is in between all the teeth, and I use the flash palette to do that. I probably could use a different brush, but I thought my little liner brush was really good because I drew over all the NYX pencil that I marked everything with this black because I wanted to cover it. And it took a little bit of time to fill it in, but it was good for the detail around the teeth. This takes the longest time, you guys. But I thought it started turning out really good. And then again, of course, I'm just setting it here with a black eyeshadow. Also, this eyeshadow is Corrupt from Makeup Geek. The black in the BH palette isn't anything extraordinary. So, and then I just do some light shading work and yeah, and then just set all of it. Now I'm going to shade around the mouth just as I did the nose. I'm utilizing the pink that we've been using this whole time. And I'm doing that all over the mouth, top and bottom. And because I'm going to have like the color splashed along the front of the mouth, again, this is what I mean by super messy and undone, because I'm going to have color all over the place. So, yeah. But do as much or as little, as neat or as messy as you like. That's what I love about Halloween looks. That's what I love about makeup in general. It just doesn't matter. You do you and it looks awesome. So you can see here, this is where I'm starting to bring the color down onto the teeth, where I'm going to give myself more like a watercolor mouth. That's what I was going for when I was looking at it. So it goes from pink to the green. And you can see, yeah, I get it over the teeth. Like I'm just slapping it on there. And then I do blue. And it's the same on both sides of my mouth. I'm just bringing it all into the center. And every time you put a color down, make sure you blend it a little over the color beside it, just so it looks like it fades really nicely. And then I finished with purple in the center. And it goes all the way up to under my nose, and then it goes almost all the way down to my chin. Again, as much or as little as you prefer. And then I'm taking that purpley gray eyeshadow that Chic Happens, and I'm blending the sides of the mouth over the pink a little bit more because I wasn't as satisfied. But yeah, the mouth takes the most work because it is the most quote unquote detail, especially like getting your teeth outlined and everything. So just take your time, don't get frustrated. You can do it. And then because you guys know how I feel about glitter as if I already didn't have enough, and because I put color over the teeth, I decided to take this Stilla Magnificent Metals like eyeshadow things in the shade Diamond Dust, so the silver one, and I decided to put that over all of the teeth. I didn't want to keep trying to go over them with white, and so I was like, you know what, I'll put like this little bit of glitter on there. I think it'll look pretty cool, and that way some of the teeth could still be kind of the color, because I kind of like that. Like, but you can see, like, especially in the green, the teeth aren't as prominent, so that's why I'm doing this. And then I'm taking the pink eyeshadow and I'm shading along my forehead, my jawline. It's almost like I'm contouring with it, but not too crazy. I just felt like my whole face couldn't, like, it all just had to be included. So that's what I'm doing here. Oh, and by the way, guys, I'm so sorry I forgot to mention earlier that the eyelashes I'm wearing in this video are the Eyelure, the Luxe, from the Luxe collection. And I think they're in, like, the style Gilded. They're awesome. They're like the lashes that are supposed to give you a mink effect. I thought they were beautiful and easy to work with. Sorry, I forgot to say that. And then, of course, like before, I'm going to take that Chic Happens eyeshadow and I'm going to blend out especially the jawline. Don't want that to look really, really harsh. And then, of course, I'm going to pop on some highlight. This is the Makeup Forever Starlit powder in the number 13. I use this a lot, especially for looks like this, because it's so gorgeous. That's it on my cheeks, too. It's a lot, but I thought it was really pretty. And then I'm going back into that black light highlight palette and using the blue, and I'm putting that all over my nose. I just felt like it needed something. I think this gave it a really cool kind of effect. And so I'm just popping that all over it. And then I decided to go in with the pink and just kind of put that on out in the black of like the jaw area. I don't know. I just felt like doing it. do this if you want. You don't have to. And then I decided, you know what, I'm going to make my body look skull-like, so I contoured my boobs, because of course, you know, there are none there, so I'm just making it look like it, and like my neck area and my collarbones and everything. And so I put that pink eyeshadow down, and then again, I'm just using the Chic Happens eyeshadow to blend that out and fix it up a little bit. I just think it kind of added something. I had so much going on my face and so much bare chest that I thought it looked kind of cool. And this was like the easiest part. And then of course, we're going to highlight with the same powder afterwards because, you know, the collarbones got to stick out, the boobs got to stick out. All this is totally optional, but if you do this as a full costume, this kind of ties it all together, I think. But yeah, you guys, that is the end of this look. I really hope you enjoyed it. Remember, Halloween is all about having fun. Makeup is about having fun. Everyone's going to be different. Do as much or as little as you want to. I really hope you enjoyed this look. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you so much and have a happy Halloween.